Hi, I'm Tony Van Veen, CEO of Discmakers, and this is Charlie Van Veen. I just got back from the CD Baby DIY Musician Conference in Austin earlier this week, where I picked up this cool piece of swag, and I am fired up about the state of independent music. It was really energizing to be among more than 1,000 DIY artists there to learn, network, jam, and enjoy live indie music. But there was one question I heard a few times that stuck with me. In fact, it's a question that I've heard many times from independent artists over the years. And way back when I was trying to get ahead as an artist, it was a question that I asked as well in my ignorance as a young musician. And the question was some version of this: why won't CD Baby promote my music? Or, how am I supposed to get noticed if CD Baby won't promote my music? Or, CD Baby sucks. They won't promote my music, so of course I'm not getting any streams. What am I paying them for? Of course, this question does not apply to just CD Baby. I'm 100% positive that the good folks at DistroKid and TuneCore and every other distributor hear the same complaint. Heck, back when I was pressing physical records with my band before streaming, I asked the same thing. How will we ever be able to sell any records if our distributor won't push them into stores? I can imagine that you may have asked exactly one of these questions. Am I right? So let's get clear for a minute on the role of a music distributor, whether physical or digital. But let's talk about digital. The distributor's main role is to get your music to the marketplace, to make it available to people who want to buy it or stream it, to make it available to retail. Those could be record stores, of course, but mostly nowadays that means the 100+ streaming platforms that exist globally. The distributor is also responsible for sales and royalty reporting and for paying you in a timely manner. That's it. That's all a distributor is responsible for. Now, let's discuss what a distributor is not responsible for. A distributor is not responsible for creating demand for your music. The distributor provides the infrastructure, let's call it the pipeline network, to get your music from you to the 100+ streaming sites. But it is not responsible for making sure that people actually stream your music once they've delivered it to those sites. Guess whose responsibility that is? That responsibility, my dear friend, the responsibility for creating demand for your music, lies with only one person. And you can easily find that person when you look in the mirror. That's right. You are the person responsible for creating demand for your music. And if you happen to be on a label, you are lucky that they will also assume partial responsibility for creating that demand. But mostly it's you. You have to create songs so great that people will want to listen to them over and over again. You have to give shows so awesome that people will talk about them and will want to see you again in the future. You have to do the blocking and tackling and networking to build a fan list, one fan at a time, through social media and email and your website. You have to hit the road and perform with other bands so their fans get to know you. You have to submit your songs for playlist consideration. And yes, you need to probably spend some money on PR and online advertising. It's all you. Your distributor, TuneCore, DistroKid, CD Baby, couldn't possibly do that for you. At last count, CD Baby and DistroKid each were distributing over 1 million artists. On a scale like that, how could they ever do effective promotion? Impossible. So don't hate them for not doing something they are not in the business to do in the first place. If you are looking to put blame on someone for not promoting your music, you can put that blame on the same person responsible for creating demand for your music. That person is easy to find. Just take a look in the same mirror you just looked in earlier. Now, I realize some people hearing this message won't like it. They'll find excuses or reasons why they are not responsible for promoting their music. They'll try to criticize me maybe for being so blunt about it. But that doesn't mean I'm wrong. Here's the thing. Nobody has more at stake with your music than you do. you are ultimately responsibility for everything. Creating demand for your music is quite possibly the most important of these responsibilities. Unless, of course, you do music just for the creative expression and you don't care about streams or sales or commercial success. And frankly, that's totally okay too if that's your thing. But if you want commercial success as a musician, creating that demand is your responsibility. It does not lie with the good folks at CD Baby, TuneCore, or DistroKid. And if you don't know how to create that demand, there are lots of resources out there. Those include blogs where you can learn how to do this yourself, like the Discmakers blog, industry newsletters, music conferences, talking to other musicians you hang out with or run into. And there are companies that you can pay to do your marketing for you to help grow your fan base and create some extra demand for your music. Do you have any extra thoughts on this? Do you agree or disagree with me? Drop a comment below. I hope you found this helpful. See you next time.